Day. But before I begin my remarks, I do just want to say that I want to send my condolences to the Mulrooney family. Prime Minister Mulrooney was a leader and a statesman for this country. Really one of the people that had a profound impact on me when I was younger and thinking about potential political life. Very quickly, I one day decided with a friend to go kind of stand in front of 24 Sussex, and out walked this gentleman who had a big booming voice and said hello, and we stood and had a conversation on the sidewalk for 10 minutes. That's the kind of person that he was, just interested in everyone, and made a true difference for Canada. And as a colleague of our friend Minister Mulrooney, on behalf of Minister Peary and I, we offer sincere condolences to her and the entire Mulrooney family during this incredibly difficult time. Over 5 years ago, we began Ontario's forest sector strategy, and it was a roadmap aimed at promoting economic growth in the forest sector and enhancing Ontario's reputation as a world leader in sustainable forest management. Through the forest sector strategy, our government is helping businesses harness the full potential of our forests. And in March 2022, we released our Forest Biomass Action Plan, which outlines the countless uses of forest biomass. Mill byproducts and underutilized forest biofiber are used in everything from energy to building materials. Forest biomass also has many emerging uses, including renewable natural gas, bioplastics, and hydrogen, responsible alternatives to carbon-intensive products. Which brings me to why I'm here today. I'm pleased to announce that through the Forest Biomass Program, we're investing a combined total of more than $6.1 million in 12 projects right here in Northeast Ontario. Now, before I continue, I want to quickly acknowledge that many of the recipients took time out of their busy day to be here today, and I thank them for that. And I thank you for supporting Ontario's forestry sector. And I'm looking forward to speaking, of course, with many of you after we conclude the announcement today. But I also want to give a shout out to someone that's here today that I didn't mention in my opening remarks, and that's the CEO of the Ontario Forest Industries Association, Ian Dunn. Ian and the OFIA and my office and the ministry, of course, all work very closely together to ensure the sustainability and success of the forestry industry through investments like the one that I'm announcing today. And back to those investments. These 12 projects are a diverse range of research, innovation, and modernization initiatives that will help develop the potential of Ontario's forest biomass resources. They represent several of the program's funding streams, demonstrating the range of potential that our forest biomass program is bringing to life across our province. This includes more than $500,000 for Milson Forestry Services right here. And this investment will provide new equipment to process wood residues and meet local demand for mulch and compost, supporting forest sector integration, and providing an on-site source of heating for the facility's greenhouse that we're in right now. In less than a year since its launch, the Forest Biomass Program has committed over $17 million to 41 initiatives, with more than $2.6 million still to be announced. This government will continue to support our forestry sector that contributes every day to Ontario's prosperity. With $20.9 billion in revenue generated in 2021 and over 142,000 jobs supported, it is incredibly important, not only to the North, but to all of Ontario. And the Forest Biomass Program will support their contribution and create real opportunity across this province. Opportunity for industry, for Indigenous communities, academia, and stakeholders that build prosperity for workers, families, and communities. Opportunity and prosperity are at the heart of Ontario's forestry sector. And that's exactly why I'm happy to also announce here with you today that under the leadership of Premier Doug Ford, we're making a long-term commitment to the forest sector's success with an additional investment of $60 million over the next 3 years through the Forest Biomass Program. This long-term strategic investment will further bolster Ontario's highly integrated forest sector, create business demand, increase sustainability, and provide greener products and fuels. Applications for the program's second yearly allocation of $20 million will open later this year, so stay tuned for that. It will be open to businesses, municipalities, Indigenous communities, and nonprofits in Ontario that have a project to increase our use of forest biomass and enhance the supply chain. I cannot wait to see the next innovative projects that will be made possible by this program's funding. As we recognize we all have what we've all accomplished together, I speak directly to members of the public, Indigenous communities, industry, and businesses who have helped bring the forest sector strategy to life. Very simple message. Thank you. You've helped us develop this roadmap to grow and prosper. You're helping to put it into action. I look forward to accomplishing much, much more together for Ontario's forest sector and Ontario as a whole. Thank you so very, very much. And now I'm pleased to introduce the MPP for Timmins and the Minister of Mines, my good friend, George Perry.
Well, thank you very much for those kind words and introduction. I have to echo Graydon's, extending my condolences on the loss of Brian Mulroney and our dearest colleague, Carolyn Mulroney. Obviously, Brian made a tremendous impact on the constitutional issues, free trade, and of course, his work in South Africa on ending apartheid. Our announcement today is tremendously important. Graydon Smith is an incredible Minister of Natural Resources. I stand here in front of you as the Minister of Mines, but everybody has to realize the most important ministry in Northern Ontario is the Ministry of Natural Resources. It's Graydon's portfolio, and he's doing a marvelous job with it. Natural resources touches every single thing that we do here, our economy in Northern Ontario. So I just want to compliment Graydon. He is a dear friend, and he's a dear friend of the North.
Thank you so much.
Our economy here was built on mining and agriculture and forestry. All you know that I'm a multi-generational individual that was involved in mining. But there was, and you've had many individuals that, of course, that are multi-generational in forestry, but there's a fundamentally difference. The forest industry was built by local families, local entrepreneurs, and they stayed in the business. We got a perfect example there of Gay Timolet, a generational family that built a whole forest industry. And we've got a perfect example here with Jennifer, second generation, still involved, still in the forestry sector, still growing the sector. Our forestry sector has changed, as we know, in the last number of years. We've lost a lot of value-added industries, and that hurts. We've lost the pulp and paper mills in Iroquois Falls, Smooth Rock Falls. We know Kapuskasing is surviving. But we would say that the industry is relatively a shadow of what it was. So these announcements that are happening in Timmins that focus on the value added of the product, and as I want to echo what Graydon said as well about the opportunity within biomass to really transform our economy. We know some of the innovations that are taking place here in Northern Ontario that will ensure our future in the value-added end of the forestry sector. So it's just a real honor to me to attend this announcement with everybody here, including a very important sector of our economy, the international students. Without the international students, our businesses would not be able to flourish. So thank you very much for being here and contributing to our economy. This is a very important, I guess I'm too close to the mic, but this is a very important announcement for the local economy with, and Jennifer's company here as well. So thank you very much for everybody being here. Thank you, Graydon. Thank you for the leadership of Premier Ford and focusing on this incredible initiative that we're very fortunate to participate here in Timmins with. So thank you very much.
Thank you, MPP Peary. And now I'd like to invite Michelle Boileau, Mayor of City of Timmins.
Thank you, Jenny. It's an honor to be able to welcome Minister Smith again on behalf of the City of Timmins, to welcome him back here in Timmins. And thank you, Minister Peary, for speaking to our local economy and to the importance of forestry within it. Forestry is at the root of Timmins' economy. From our history of log drivers and lumber camps, grows a modern and sustainable industry that's finding new ways to capture the untapped potential of our forests. Milson Forestry Service continues to support the success of Timmins' green future by coming up with innovative and sustainable ideas that strengthen local production, meet demand, and provide creative solutions for life in the North. Congratulations. This announcement today is welcomed by the City of Timmins. Last year, the City Council launched a set of priorities for 2023 to 2026 for our term. And one of those priorities was the environment and ensuring a sustainable future and sustainable growth for our city. And so through announcements like this today, we look forward to be able to explore different opportunities for our own municipality and to support our community partners in being able to benefit from this fund and future announcements. So we're just so happy to be here, myself and Councillor Wiesel, to celebrate Jenny and the Milson Forestry Service team, because we know that it does take our partners working with us to help advance and see progress in those priorities. And so thank you again to the Honourable Graydon Smith, on behalf of the Government of Ontario, on behalf of the City of Timmins, for continuing to support the Northern Ontario's forest sector and for recognizing the importance of Indigenous partnerships and stewardship in the future of the province's bioeconomy. Merci beaucoup. Miigwech.
So that concludes the formal part of today's event. Minister Smith will be available for questions from media, after which, for anyone interested and available, I will also be offering a tour of our facility.
Okay.
Any questions?
Thanks again, Jenny. I think we're, sorry, we're just getting it organized here.
No, I'd like to do interviews on camera. Is that okay?
Probably after.
Okay. You let me know when.
Yeah. The forest wildfire fighters were outside wanting to know if you'll meet with them to talk about reclassifying their positions as firefighters instead of technicians, so they can get better wages and benefits and protections from also health benefits, because there's a lot of apparently there's 2 of them that developed seizures last season from the the working conditions. So will you meet with them?
So I've met with them previously, and the ministry continues to meet with them to talk about the issues that are important to them. If we need to schedule a meeting and have more conversations, I'm always open to that. Our forest fighters are heroes. They do incredible work all through the North in keeping communities and individuals and infrastructure safe. We have been working with them very, very closely since last year when I met with them to bring beneficial changes to standby pay and on-call pay, also more equipment coverage for them, and also reimbursing training for new forest fighters entering the system. But the other thing, and the Minister of Labour spoke about this week in the House on numerous occasions, is he has been speaking with WSIB about presumptive coverage for our forest rangers and what we can do for that in the future. So their voices are certainly being heard, and those conversations continue. We also have a working group at the ministry level with their union to talk about issues that are important to them. So lots of lines of communication open, and I do believe that there should be some really good announcements related to forest firefighters coming up very soon.
Okay, follow up. Will you consider reclassifying them?
So the reclassification doesn't really live with me. It's, of course, all of government when we're looking at employees and how that works. So that would be part of a broader conversation.
Thank you.
I think what's important, just to finish that off, is they have concerns about specific types of coverages and safety, and we're directly working on that as we speak. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.